How's it going, guys? Trojan Vanguard here. Welcome to the very first episode of my FIFA 25 Ultimate Team series. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different to what typically I've seen in every other FIFA series, which is using players around two absolute legends. I finally have two Lebanese players in FIFA Ultimate Team, so that's how I'm going to be starting this journey, repping the Cedars. And so let's not waste any time and get straight into it. So first things first, we're basically going to be picking up our two stars of the series, Omar, Bugiel and Walid, Shour. These guys are going to be the backbone of our team, so obviously the stats now are pretty poor, but they're going to be basically the backbone of our team, and trust me, in the future they will be delivering some serious heat on the field, hopefully. The fingers crossed, but here's Shour. He's a solid CDM, mainly going to be using him as a centre mid to start off with, hopefully. He'll be like our midfield maestro, let's say. So I'm going to get him for cheap, 150 coins. We're not trying to overspend on this. I do later on just get some more in the reserves, because last FIFA when the Evos came out, I did have the issue where sometimes there was a much better upgrade and the card I wanted was extinct. So I do pick up some extra cards in the later on, just as the reserves in case there is anything more that I want to do. But we also get our second card, Omar Bugiel, who will be our striker. He's going to have to be the certain individual that we rely on for majority of the stuff, but he does have good physical stats, so that's good. But we get into our first game. We've got the basic squad, nothing's really been done to it. We've just got Russo as our lone striker for the first game, but we switched Per out after. So we also, in the process of getting into the game, I do apply the first evolution upgrade to Omar Bugiel. So that just basically gives him a boost.
And so yeah, along with the forward England forward Sue Smith.
So now that we've got them both, our first game here up against a fairly decent team, we start off here with an attack, moving in with Russo, and I think we whip it in here to Nelson, gets deflected, and then finish it off with Shour for his first game of the series on his debut. So absolutely beautiful work from him, love that. Unfortunately, as is nature with this team, you're going to see a lot of moments like this where I'm coming up against players like De Jong, I don't know, who else? Anyone else I can think of. He's the first one I forgot to think of. But there is going to be situations where we're coming up against these fairly solid teams. I've got like this all bronze team basically. So it is very difficult to at least defend with this team. As you can see here, simple little passes and stuff just get deflected and rebounded, causing us to at least concede a few poor goals. But we managed to hit off in the first game, getting our solid 3 points to in our solid Division 9. That's the division that started me off into this game. But in our next game we move in, and you've obviously got Werner and Holland, or Hoyland, however you say his name. Very pacey strikers, so it's a much difficult situation for me because, like I said, the defenders I've got are very piss poor. As you can see, Werner smashing it into the fucking goalkeeper's face. Nothing he can do there. Second goal he gets fairly quickly right after. So already it's getting fairly frustrated because any attack I did just basically resulted in nothing. Managed to get the ball off here, dragging back at least one goal. So it's a good strike from the substitute that we had to put on because in the first game we played there was an injury. However, nothing doesn't really matter. He's just continuously packing in goals like it's nothing from any angle. Here again, Werner, bam. So obviously if you're using a fairly solid team, Werner's a good choice. I do concede a penalty here, unfortunately. In my opinion, don't know. I feel like it was just a bit delayed, but it is what it is. Smacks in, top, bottom right, whatever it is, middle to right. So that's another goal for him, 5-1. and then he just walks past my defense, no effort whatsoever, turns to 6-1. Already I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? Is it even any worth me carrying on playing this game? But I don't want to get that leaving penalty. I feel like the coins in this series are going to matter, especially since with the Evo cards, sometimes they're quite hefty in coin price just for some basic upgrade. And I feel like early on in the game that might be the case. We do manage to drag a goal out of that poor, very poor performance. We did substitute Russo as well because she did also pick up an injury in the last game. Somehow, don't know, 2 injuries in 1 game, it's fucking debut game. Doesn't make sense to me. But you notice in this match as well, I don't really utilize a lot of our star players. But here we do finally pick up his first goal for Omar Bugiel. With the Evo progress going on, I think for the first game we needed like 4 games played or something just to get to the next stage, level 2 of the Evo. But like I said, moving on to the next game. This was the next game, but managed to get the goal for Omar Bugiel, scoring a second goal here with Solank, or however you say his name, don't know, horrible name. He picks up the other card, but then just scores right away as if it's nothing, and then scores another one. In the process of that first goal, when he did score, I was trying to order myself a burger. Probably the worst time I could have done it, but I thought I still had time during the half-time period. And then he picks up another third goal in the 87th minute. I thought all hope is lost. However, we managed to drag some redemption back from our poor performance in the beginning. He makes a big old mare of a mistake here. It allows me to just get the ball off of him and score it in the 92nd minute. I have no complaints there. However, it did just result in a draw. So no points for us to progress, which just sounds so weird, but for some reason Division 9 just seems next to impossible for me to progress to anything with this team. But I'm hoping if I stick to it in the future, this team will progress into something a lot better, a lot stronger. I don't show it here, but basically in the games leading up to the next game, we basically start to swap out a lot of the goal players, and we've basically centered the team around creating an AFC Wimbledon kind of players from the AFC Wimbledon and from things like Brisbane Rules or whatever they're called. We eventually get our team name called Shour Shuffle, as nature, being the Lebanese person. We then decided to just, like I said, fill out the team with certain players from that would help at least link up the 2 Lebanese guys, get some at least chemistry going, because I feel like that was the issue with the team itself. But it didn't seem to matter in this match. Gets his first goal early on. Second goal comes right after. Literally just walks it through, rebound, bam. Feeling quite defeated at this point, however, I just stuck to it. Like I said, everything felt like whenever I did a pass, it would just bounce back towards him for little to no effort, which is quite annoying, especially here. It's like you've got 4 defenders in the box, just gets through. So that was a loss, ended 4-0. Moving on to the next game. This one felt a bit better. We managed to nick the ball early on, smacking it in with Omar Bugiel, which was really good for him. At this point, I think we was on to second to last Evo for him. The next evolution, we evolved into the next stage. Cody Gakpo chips it over at the keeper's head here. But we basically managed to get Omar Bugiel to the level 2 Evo stage, which I think he just needed 2 wins to basically get the final completion upgrades. Managed to get another second goal with Jake Reeves here, and then he just manages to nip one back in. He misses here, which is thankful for me because I was somewhat struggling at some point here. Coming on the counter attack, Shour's here, through balls it to Bugiel, manages to drive it into the bottom right. Very good for us, certainly sealing that win for me. But like I said, the goalkeeper is just not helping the situation here. Gets the rebound off, comes back 3-2, but I think we sealed the deal here, ending it at 4-2, where he basically rage quits. After this match, to secure that final Evo upgrade for Omar Bugiel, I basically go and do a rush mode match and get a win in that, which then allows us to Evo upgrade or complete our evolution for Omar Bugiel, which only puts up his shooting by 3, but it's a stepping stone, and hopefully today there may be a new Evo for us. But we move on to the next Evo for Bilal. If you did enjoy this video, however, please leave a like. Let me know any recommendations you have for the team, if you would do something different. I'm hoping eventually I can bring in some icons or heroes into it to actually help balance out. And leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.